Hello, Indian River County. My name is Luis Echevarria, and I'm running to be your next sheriff as an affiliate of the Republican Party. I'm a lifelong Floridian growing up in Indian River County, a 34-year-old veteran, and a former enlisted military police officer in the United States Army. I am running because our community deserves safety, accountability, and leadership that listens. I feel as though I'm qualified through my background as a former U.S. Army MP trained in law enforcement, security operations, threat assessment, and crisis response. Because of this choice, I chose to major and get my bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Indian River State College and work as a police officer for Fort Pierce. Afterwards, I gained 5 years of experience working in emergency response coordination and public safety support, and trained in community policing, conflict de-escalation, and emergency management. From my time in the Army, I gained strong leadership experience from military service, managing teams, enforcing standards, and maintaining discipline under pressure. Some of the issues I will address as sheriff are the rising fentanyl and drug trafficking problem. Florida saw over 6,200 opioid-related deaths in 2023, with fentanyl being the leading cause. Indian River County has seen rise by over 34% in the last 5 years in cases like these. Fentanyl kills more Americans annually than car accidents and gun violence combined. In Florida alone, fentanyl overdoses increased by 25% in just 2 years. This isn't a drug issue anymore. It's a public safety concern and emergency for the community. Youth safety and violence is also another topic I plan on tackling. Across Florida, school-related violent incidents have increased, with 1 in 5 students reporting feelings of a lack of safety at school, and for good reason. More than 70% of school shooters show signs beforehand, but many go unreported or unaddressed. The issue also extends to physical violence without firearms inside and outside of schools. Protecting students means proactive prevention and partnerships with schools. The biggest problem, human trafficking prevention. Florida ranks number 3 in the nation for human trafficking reports, and the Treasure Coast is a known transit corridor. The average trafficking victim is just 15 years old, a sophomore or freshman in high school. Preventing trafficking requires stronger interagency cooperation, training deputies to identify these types of indicators, and rapid victim assistance. Mental health and crisis response is also another big topic. Nearly 22% of law enforcement calls statewide involve mental health related crises. Deputies need training, support, and resources to deal with issues such as these to reduce any casualties or misfortune. Without proper crisis intervention response, situations that could be de-escalated or resolved turn into tragedies. Departments with crisis intervention teams see 40% fewer injuries during incidents. Something near and dear to me is community trust and transparency. A recent statewide survey found that only 56% of Floridians fully trust their local law enforcement, something we can and must improve on. When trust breaks down, crime reporting drops. A 10% increase in community trust correlates with a 6% drop in violent crimes. Safe communities are built on strong relationships. My plan for Indian River County includes a creation of a dedicated fentanyl and narcotics interdiction unit, increasing school resource deputies, and to launch a Safe Schools rapid response plan, as well as a school program for the youth wanting to join law enforcement and to build stronger and healthier relationships with law enforcement personnel. This will, at the very least, give more positive role models for the youth of what citizens can and should be like. I also plan on forming a human trafficking task force in partnership with the FDLE and DHS. Expanding on mental health crises, response teams, and deputy training is also in top priority for me. To launch community events and engage with citizens and officers with each other in the form of competitions such as fun runs, obstacle courses, where kids or teenagers pair up with officers, and Citizens Police Academy, done best by the National Police Association. You can vote for the next sheriff in Indian River County on November 3rd, 2026. I ask for your trust, your partnership, and your vote to build a stronger and safer community. Safety, service, and strength for every family in Indian River County. That is all that I want. Thank you for your time.